think Joshua is a very smart fighter where he's had that experience in the Olympic Games. He's a good amateur fighter. He can read a fighter well. I think they're going to read him well. They know what to expect because no one knew what to expect against Ngannou, especially when Fury was going to fight him because it was his first fight. But I think now with I think it'll still be a hard fight because you have to understand Ngannou's got more confidence going into this fight, and he thinks he can hurt and knock out Joshua. He says that obviously Joshua's got a weak chin, so he's going to go for that really. So he's going to try to throw them big bombs. If he connects, who knows what can happen. See, one thing about the heavyweight division is that one punch lands, it can change a fight. Now who knows?
I think AJ stops Ngannou. I think it's just levels to this. I think the fundamentals of AJ is just too good. He's not going to go in there and underestimate him because we've seen that he can be dangerous, even though he is an MMA fighter. So, especially in the heavyweights, you got to be careful with anyone you fight in because he has knockout power. So, yeah, AJ, 6th round stoppage, I think. Maybe earlier, maybe 4th round, something like that.
It's a great fight, and it almost came a bit left field, came a bit out of nowhere. We didn't really expect it, but it's actually coming off of the fight that Ngannou had with Fury. I think it's added a lot more to it. You've seen he's got a lot of capabilities, a lot of skills. He can really perform in a boxing ring. So for him to now match up with someone who's aesthetically, physically the same as him in terms of AJ and things, and seeing how those pair in, because they're two massive punchers. So seeing how those two things go together is going to be interesting.
But I expect AJ to chop him down, and you've got to chop him down. You've got to put him to sleep, really. You've seen the size of this guy? I was looking at his head and his neck. I mean, he's a beast. But now, you know, the most important thing for us is His Excellency's confirmation that the winner of this fight will look to go on and fight the winner of Usyk against Fury. And for us, all we want to do is get a shot undisputed.
I always want all of our partners to win. I never root against any of them, and Francis is a special guy. I never bet against Francis. So if he wins, it'll work out great for us. If he loses, it'll work out great for us. Either way, we'll make it work.
I think AJ gets him 7th, 8th round, and I think we're going to see a very exciting fight the first 3 rounds. I just think that Ngannou's going to have issues stamina-wise if those first 3 rounds are physical. That's different to MMA. That's different.
So to me, the risk is if he gets turned over by him, then the career's done. Because how can you swallow that? You're a former 2-time world heavyweight champion. You can't have a losing to him. I expect Anthony Joshua to get rid of it. I expect Anthony Joshua to do a better job than Tyson Fury because he now has hindsight to think that one out. So it'll be intriguing to see at most.
Right now, my focus is on Francis Ngannou, Le Predator, beating Anthony Joshua on March 8th here in Riyadh City, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We started out Riyadh season. We're going to close out Riyadh season with another exemplary performance by Francis Ngannou and a victory for Team Ngannou.
You know, Joshua should do the job, you know, comfortably, you know, with the level of experience. But so should have, you know, the last one with Fury. But so I'm not going to really comment, man. I can't comment on these MMA guys because you just don't know what's going to happen, man.
I'm quite on the fence, but I do feel AJ will get the win. I'm not sure exactly how, but I do feel it's no knock on Ngannou. I'm just basing it on experience and what I've seen from Anthony Joshua, especially the last few fights now, and working with Ben Davison.
I'm a big fan of Anthony Joshua, so I'm going to cheer for Anthony.
And talking about Ngannou, it's him and Joshua next. I'm always going to say Joshua. That's just a biased opinion of mine. So I don't have an explanation why, but I think Joshua's going to beat him. Not even that, I think Joshua's actually a better fighter than him. So besides me being biased, yeah, I think Joshua wins that one.
Should expect Anthony Joshua to do a job at Ngannou. I think he looks brilliant since he's teamed up with Ben Davison. I think his confidence is back, and I actually think it's a perfect fight for him. I think Ngannou's had his shock factor. He stuck it on Tyson Fury. Yes, he can be dangerous, but you'd expect Joshua, switched on Joshua, to be too much and hopefully stop him as well.
I see AJ getting the win, yeah, in good fashion as well. I think the new focus we can see that he's got, it's clear for everyone to see. I think he's doing really well under Ben Davison. and I wish him nothing but the best. You know, he's carried this country for a long time with the boxing, and I think people need to put some more respect on his name because he doesn't get the respect he deserves. And no, I think this time I think it'll be a statement because I think he could do a better job than Tyson Fury. I'm not too interested in this fight, but it's a means to an end. You know, if it puts him and Fury closer together, then so be it.
I think AJ will be more decisive than Fury. Everybody needs to realize styles make fights. So I think AJ's style will be more suited against Ngannou.
I absolutely think he can stop AJ. You know, he's lost the surprise element that he had in the Tyson Fury fight. You know, AJ is going to watch that fight and studied it, or at least his camp will. They'll know what they're dealing with in Ngannou, and they'll have a lot of respect for what he brings to the table. I also have to consider that Ngannou is going to be more confident than he was in the Fury fight, though. Like he said himself, there were doubts in the first round whether he had 10 rounds in the tank, so he was a bit tentative. I think now he knows that he's going to be a bit more of a bully in this fight. I think he's going to push AJ a bit more.
I still think Anthony Joshua probably takes this fight, but you got Francis Ngannou, who now is 10 times more confident than he was prior to the Tyson Fury fight. He's more comfortable in the ring. So I don't know, man. I mean, that's a tough one, to be honest with you. But I'm probably lean with Anthony Joshua, but I wouldn't be surprised if Francis Ngannou knocks Joshua out.